Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where I didn't really have a super solid plan at the end of last episode as to what our next moves were. Obviously we've got our overextension relatively high and we don't want to do anything too major until these rebels are dealt with. But here's the thing. You know how we made Estonia into a one province last episode? You know how Byzantium is allied with Estonia? Yeah. Two birds, one stone. So, two birds, one Estonia? Sure, we'll go with that. So I do want to fabricate some claims on Poland here. Specifically, I would like to fabricate claims over in this area. So I'd like to fabricate a claim over here. And can we get one other? Perhaps. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce these, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce many of these names over here. It's not going to go well. But I will grab this as well. That brings us down to a total size of 5 in our spy network, and we're going to pull that spy back. And then we're going to immediately start building a spy network in Byzantium. Now we could go to war with Poland. Who are they allied with? Quite a number. Although, if we weren't interested in fighting Estonia, we could, in theory, simply fight these guys here. Oh, they're allied with Lithuania, Poland, and Estonia. Hang on a minute. Lithuania, Poland, and Estonia. Lithuania barely has any provinces. Fascinating. This is a really interesting option. We're going to need to take forward 16 days. There we go. But we're going to start building there, and we're going to pull this guy back from Byzantium, actually. That's an even better option. Excellent. So many of these are going to be finishing up relatively soon. Let's check in real quick on our buildings. We can build a couple of courthouses. Wonderful. And we can build some state houses. Let's check our trade goods first. Gems. Wonderful. And we'll just spam out the rest. Glorious. Okay. How many more state houses can we build? Actually, not that many. Only like, what is that, maybe 30? It's not too bad. I'm surprised we didn't have rebels spawn these last couple of month ticks, actually. I'm quite shocked by that. I'm also... There we go. I'm also thinking, possibly, about expanding our standard army size. Change rival cost. Edict of Absolutism. None of these are amazingly useful for us right now. I guess we'll go for that one. In case we do change autonomy. I kind of doubt we will at this point, but maybe. Okay, we'll sort by unity here, and we'll start converting over here. Wonderful. Battle of Cork is done. Our colony in Makanda is done. We also had rebels pop there and there. We can deal with both of those easily enough. There we go. Those rebels should be dealt with. And we will start colonizing over here. We almost have Africa fully under our control. We're still truced with Congo for another 2 years. So that's going to be a thing. 11 noble regiments in Gafsa. Where is this? We don't currently have an army in this region. We should probably raise one, actually. So we'll start raising one, but for right now... is this a state? This is a territory. They can have plus 25 local autonomy. I don't care about that. But yeah, we're going to raise another army for North Africa here. In Sligo? Easy enough. No worries. And we're going to start seeing those cores coming in any moment now. Okay, that's fine. We'll take that back. No problem. They didn't even get that capped. And there's a billion cores. Fantastic. There's a couple of rebellions that just happened. There was one that I accidentally confirmed while I was confirming cores. Right here. Okay. We can get there. It'll take us a little bit, but we can get there. Karagwe is now cored. We are currently at 41% overextension, and we are going to get the rest of these cores done quite soon. So a lot of these rebellions are, in fact, not going to happen, I suspect. One thing we may... 56,480 manpower. That feels like a lot. But it really kind of isn't. The army professionalism, I would say hurts, but it kind of doesn't because our armies aren't very professional anyway because we have just so many armies that we can't drill all of them. So that's fine. We will go ahead and start converting Ganda next. We're all the way up to 66% in terms of our religious unity. Wow, okay. 66%. It's getting there. That means we need to conquer things, of course. Reduce our mercantilism? Lose mercantilism, and burghers gain influence. That's how you know that we're in global trade. Okay. They'd lose loyalty, and we don't want them to lose loyalty right now. We'll reduce the mercantilism. I'm not too concerned about mercantilism right now. Okay, that's the next treasure fleet. I'm just checking in at the current loyalty of the clergy. Okay. Because we want to grab Crownland ASAP. But we need the clergy to tick up a little bit in their loyalty. Equilibrium is currently 55.10, so it'll still take them a little while, but they'll get there. Rebellions there and there. Okay. Well, that's easily manageable. And this rebellion... Honestly, after we're done with that, we'll come over here. I was planning on heading over in this general-ish direction anyway. There's those cores. We're now at 8.5, and this last core will be done quite soon. These guys just passing through, I imagine? Yes. Yes, they are. Okay. So what's our Provincial Unrest looking like right now? Reasonably high, actually. All things considered. In Luba? That's fine. No worries there. 106. Okay. So let's take a quick look here. East Frisia is right here. I'm just curious. We want to be not in this view. We want to be in this view, and I want to see religious unity, non-accepted culture, intolerance. Fair enough. That intolerance is kind of rough. When do we get our next idea group? 22. Okay. I mean, normally in this situation, I would love to go humanist ideas. That just gives us 25% free religious unity. Missionary strength, tolerance of the true faith, yearly prestige, missionary maintenance cost, and Deus Vult. And culture conversion cost. I mean, here's the thing. Humanist ideas is just better than religious ideas. I mean, innovative ideas are not a bad thing to grab. Especially, this is a relatively new one. Because this would have been great to have in the Tonga game, for sure. But I don't know. I feel like that the humanist ideas are just better for religious ideas, especially if you have a widespread empire like ours. So we may be forced to go humanist. I know I said that we would go religious, and we're still going to convert everyone to Coptic. But I just... Oh, that's a wasteland. Okay. I just feel like that may end up being necessary. Okay, we won the Battle of Luba. Fantastic. And we are fully cored at this point. Yeah, humanist ideas would go a long ways towards fixing a lot of the internal problems that we have right now. Okay, we'll take those guys out. Fantastic. And we'll attack over here. I mean, not really attack, but take back that territory. Wonderful. How are our colonies doing? Okay, it's going to be a little bit. That's fine. Where are our ships that we sent? Okay, they're right here. That's fine. 45? Okay, fine. Whatever. It's a little odd, but we're planning on expanding eventually anyway, so I guess it's fine. Now we've got our spy network. Let's check to see if this is still good. Lithuania, Poland, and Estonia. So we can move that force there. This force would come over here. This one would probably come up over this way. This one would attack here. We don't really have anything in this region currently. We'd maybe want to move the African force. Let's go ahead and change this over to the... Let's see, how many Asian armies do we currently have? We currently have 3 Asian armies. So let's change this to the Asian 4th. It's the Asian 4th. Okay, let's get rid of that. This is now the Asian 4th Army, and it is going to move up over this way. And this will become the African 4th. Okay, and we're going to take that up to 12 cannons, 4 cavalry, and what is this currently? 24 infantry? That'll be fine. Okay. Wonderful. So just let our troops move around a little bit here. We also want to bring this force over here, because I want to utilize the first British in this war, specifically just to grab the Faroe Islands. That's the only thing we're super interested in, although Lithuania controls Iceland. Noted. We should be able to full annex Lithuania for sure. Hi, Hungary. I didn't know you existed. They're adorable. Okay, so we should be able to full annex Lithuania. We should be able to full annex these guys and Estonia, and eliminate 3 nations from the game in this war. And then we'll also pare back some of Poland's border core a little bit. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll just continue waiting for a little bit while we get our forces in position. We've converted Sennar, and so we will convert Turin next. Wonderful. And of course the African 4th is coming together, and should be in position to defend this territory if need be. We're mostly at this point waiting on the Asian 4th to get into position. I don't want Poland to run amok over in this region, so I'll have to make sure that that doesn't happen. Looks like this Byzantine border core is getting cleaned up. That's nice. We are going to want to convert again. There we go. Getting that religious unity up is a big, big deal for us. Ugandan Separatists? That's fine. Not concerned. Lithuania, Poland, and Estonia. Okay. So here's the plan. These guys are going to take this territory and then swing up and get Estonia. These guys are going to take the Faroe Islands and then swing up and take Iceland. These guys are going to push in over here and then start occupying this Polish area. These guys are going to push for these Lithuanian territories and then start just grabbing whatever Polish territories they can, and these over here will push into Poland on this side of the Carpathians. So that should, in theory, handle this. These guys are, I believe, just... yeah, they're just chilling there. So we'll just wait for this army to get in position here. It's vitally important that this army grab these two Lithuanian provinces. We're going to give them a leader, and we're going to roll a new one here. Ooh, that's 6 maneuver. Wow, okay. I'm fine with this. We're going to pop this leader over here and this leader over here. Oh, that was the same leader. There we go. Okay. So we're pretty much ready to declare this. The question is, will all of these guys actually join if we were to declare? Let's check. They would. Fantastic. They can offer 135,000 troops. Their entire alliance, including their reserves. Wow. We have more than their entire reserves in cannon. That's insane. We almost have more than their entire reserves in cavalry. I'll allow it. So we're going to fabricate a claim on these locations, or this location, I guess. We're going to have to... oh, where was that rebellion? I clicked through that. Right there. That throws a bit of a wrench in the works, I'll be honest. It's fine. That doesn't actually change anything. We are also going to fabricate a claim on the Faroe Islands. Wonderful. And now we're going to declare this. This is our war goal. Do we co-belligerent Lithuania, Poland, or Estonia? We can't co-belligerent Estonia. We have a truce with them. Poland... we do not co-belligerent. They would bring in more allies that we don't... I mean, we could take their allies, but... Lithuania, we could co-belligerent. Sounds good. So we'll declare this. We're co-belligerenting Lithuania, but not Poland or Estonia. And we are at war. In we go. These guys are going to land on the Faroe Islands. Wonderful. You're going to immediately walk into Lithuania here. You are going to push for that castle. You're going to push for this castle. You're going to push for this fortress. I don't know why I'm calling them castles. They're definitely fortresses. That's awkward. Okay. We're going to have to take that fortress. That's fine. Okay, so there's a Polish army here that is 22.9k. They're Miltech 20. That's not really that threatening. We are Miltech 22. So I'm not too concerned about that. We could maybe have raised a second Nordic army. And that might be something that we want to do at some point soon-ish. How are we doing on our force limit? We're nowhere near our force limit. Okay. Sounds good. And yes, this was expected. And we are just going to start taking this territory. Our primary goal for Poland is just to clean border core. And that's it. And maybe cut them off from the sea. Because Poland should not have naval access. Everyone knows this. I wonder if France is going to fight this army or not. They're just kind of chilling. I mean, they're not expected to follow our orders, but I mean, if they help, that would be nice. Lithuania, over here. No one cares. No one cares, Lithuania. Our sieges are going well, though. So quite soon, we're going to start seeing these fortresses fall. 2 successful merchants? We don't care about the Mohalabid opinion of us. And we will start converting in Toulouse, which is Waldonesian. Okay. Okay, we won this siege. We will just begin occupying the surrounding territory. Our current goal, of course, is to grab this territory and this territory. I mean, I don't think we can get anywhere near all of it, but I'd like to push them back to the Carpathians here and just take everything on this side of French Poland. If you're going to go that far, we can bring up our Spanish army. That's not a problem. We'll go hit the Polish capital. I'm okay with this. I was hoping that these would have fallen more quickly, but we did just win the siege of the Faroe Islands. I'd love to attack Lithuania. Up here. They do have this small navy. I don't think it's a match for our 45 transports, but we did win this siege, which is excellent. We're going to go knock Estonia out of the war now. And we're going to attack over here. Finnmark has been occupied. We don't care. Byzantine noble rebels and Crimean separatists. Really, Crimean separatists? Come on, guys. Oh well. We'll deal with them in a bit. Okay, this siege is now over. So we can push up into Lithuania, like so. Because our current primary goal is to knock Estonia and Lithuania out of this war. That should not be too difficult in theory. Yeah, they yielded the seas to us, so that's ideal. Okay, we won this siege. We're going to push over to Maros next. And these guys can continue capping in this area. Yeah, rebels successful in Crimea, that's expected. How are we going to get here? We're going to have to siege both of these, probably. I doubt that we have access through Allenia. Do we? We do have access through Allenia. We'll have to go all the way back and around because of this fort's zone of control. But that's okay. Where you go? You're going to Wismar? We'll allow them to lock in, and in we go. Let's just stack wipe that little stack. Okay, these guys are sieging over here now. Wonderful. We'll just drop this fleet back over here where they'll be nice and safe in theory. Excellent. This is going quite well so far. This war is going pretty much according to plan. We now occupy over here. We will attack Bosnia. Fantastic. We're at 27% war score right now. This up here is a bit of a problem. In future, we are definitely going to want to get a second Scandinavian or Nordic army. So that is something that I will note down. You know what? As long as we're here, let's kill this force. There we go. We've just about taken Poland's capital. Wonderful. Lithuania's capital is about to fall, and we are sieging Estonia's capital. And then we'll grab this last Lithuanian territory. Now, we may not actually be able to grab this because we can't make it a core. We may have to make Lithuania into a vassal, actually. Those rebels did not spawn in Brunei. Where did they spawn? Well, that's convenient. Okay. We'll do that. Wonderful. We have succeeded in this, so let's go stack wipe Lithuania here and take their last territory. We're sieging Estonia's capital as we speak. Fantastic. And Poland's coalition is kind of falling apart here. Granted, we're not fighting the whole Polish coalition. We did that very strategically. Silistria has been converted, and we will do Navarra next. Wonderful. Brandenburg has been occupied by us. And Crane, huh? Okay, we'll go deal with these guys. It's not a problem. Okay, Lithuania should now be basically fully under our control. We have one more province to grab over here. And there's Byzantine Separatists in Allenia. Okay. Lithuania is asking for a separate peace. We will grant that to them on our own terms in just a little bit. I would love for Estonia to fall here. Okay. Lithuania is under control. We have some rebels in some locations. That's fine. We'll crush the ones in India immediately. There we go. The ones in Ireland will have to wait. And those are Faroe Island ones. That's awkward for us, to be sure. So let's separate peace out Lithuania now. And honestly, I kind of just want to vassalize them. But see, we can't select these, and that's why we would vassalize them. But I do want to make this one be ours. There you go, Lithuania. Fantastic. Now, Estonia, once our diplomat comes back... Ooh, that's quite a long time. Okay. We'll start this coring. And we'll pull these guys down to fight these rebels. These guys will come on over here. And then come down to fight these rebels. Excellent. That battle is over, as expected. And we're just going to continue grabbing territories over here. Kind of willy-nilly. We're not really concerned about this. This war is quite simple. Honestly, it's the rebellions that are more threatening. Okay. Our diplomat is back, so we want to talk to Estonia and say, we want to full annex you. They will not do it. Most likely because they have these occupations. Okay. Well, we'll go grab those back. I'm sorry, what? Oh, right, because we were going to deal with these separatists. I'm a moron. And with that, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to finish up this war. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when we marvel that France is grabbing territory and flipping it to us. That's weird.